Hello friends and happy Inktober. Just a heads up, I am going to be talking about some things in this video that happened in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and if you have not watched that and you intend to watch it and do not want any spoilers, then I recommend you mute me for the rest of this video, because I don't guarantee that there won't be any spoilers. Anyway, Inktober so far has been kind of a struggle, and I feel like that's all I ever talk about these days on this channel, how I'm struggling with making art, but I just guess that's just how it is sometimes, and the only thing I can really do is push through, so thanks for sticking around through my struggle, I guess. And of course, the day that I decided I was going to film Inktober for a YouTube video was the day of the four so far that I really struggled the most with both my idea and the actual drawing, but you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. I had a whole other thing planned. The prompt for the third, which is when I drew this, was roasted. I'm going by the official Jake Parker prompt list, and yeah, I had another thing planned, but then I woke up the morning of the 3rd and I had a friend in the group chat going like, it's October 3rd, don't forget, and I'm like, shit, I would have forgotten, thanks for reminding me. And yeah, that's basically a reference to Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's an important date, and then it's sort of the official, like, Fullmetal Alchemist day of the fandom, I guess. Yeah, first I was gonna then do, because I decided I had to do something Fullmetal Alchemist related, and then I was just gonna do the scene which October 3rd is sort of a reference to, where Ed and Al burn down the house, but that's not really related to the prompt of roasted. I mean, sort of tangentially, is that how you say that word? Probably not. It's sort of slightly related, in the sense that fire is involved, and you know, roasting involves fire, but other than that, not really. So I wasn't that happy with the idea, and then my friend brought up the scene where Roy kills Lust, which, like, I had, like, the previous day when I was thinking of what I was gonna do for roasted, I had already considered drawing Roy Mustang in some, you know, capacity, but I didn't really have anything further in that idea, so I decided against it, but then my friend reminded me of the scene where Roy kills Lust, and yeah, that sort of fit the prompt much better, because, you know, Roy has a fire alchemy, and then it was kind of this badass iconic moment of, like, everybody thought he was basically dead, but then he shows up with his, like, abs out and is like, bitch, I'm kill you now. And so it also kind of fit with roasted in the metaphorical sense, and then also in the literal sense, in that he, like, totally torched Lust. So yeah. And there was kind of a little bit of back and forth that I went through of whether or not I'm sort of quote-unquote allowed to draw something that I didn't come up with the idea myself, because, you know, I have these rules for myself in pretty much every situation of how I'm supposed to do things, and this wasn't how I thought I was supposed to do things, and then I was like, am I stealing this idea from my friend who's also doing Inktober? But then in the end, she drew Lust from the same scene, and I drew Roy, and so it was fine, and she didn't care that I did the same thing as she did. Yeah, then, like, I guess my problem with the actual artwork here was that I mentioned this in a recent video, that it's really hard to take a sort of cartoony, or in this case anime-style character, and make them look more realistic, because, like, it's a simplified design, and then you have to, like, make it more complicated in order for it to, like, look more realistic, and I don't think I did a very good job of that, and I don't think I captured the likeness of the character very well, but, you know, at this point I just, like, I had to finish it and just do something, and, you know, I'm at least proud of that I pushed through, and I finished it even though I, like, really wasn't feeling it by the end of it. And also, as you can see, I am not using paper that is at all suitable for any kind of wet media, and you can really tell by how much it's warping, but, you know, these are the choices I've made in my life, and I have to live with them, I guess. Okay, so here's what I managed to make. I guess the sort of sun kind of failed me here and set while I was working on this, but I'll do the best I can to show you in my shitty lamplight. This is also an excellent testament to why you shouldn't use water media on paper that's not meant for water media, because it warps a lot. But I'm gonna scan this now, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye!